Hi, this is Melissa. Welcome to Messy Missy Creates. Who's ready for week 2 prompt challenge of the Inspired to Create challenge? This one might be a little tricky. Some of it's easy, some of it's not. This week, Allison at AJ's Inspired Life, so watch her video as well. They should be coming out about the same time. This week, we chose each other's prompts. Just the prompts, not the actual items themselves. But she chose my prompts, I chose hers. And I had it all ready to go, and I lost one of my things that I was going to use. So I'm having to regroup a little bit. And so I'm hoping that this works out. That's why I have 3 sheets. Some of this I may have to fast forward for drawing time. I'm going to do this one a little bit more art journal style, you know, kind of anyway, it's still going in my regular daily journal and my February journal, but here are my prompts. This week's word is Cupid, and Allison chose for me crayon, universe, pattern, ingredients, and door. Now remember, if you're following along and you are doing these prompts as well, last week's word was love. This week's word is Cupid. And this should be coming out Wednesday, February the 8th. And you are welcome to use these. You're welcome to use hers. You're welcome to use this word and make up your own. You decide whether you want to do it in a journal form, in your whatever you normally do daily, weekly, or whatever. If you want to do it junk journal style, if you want to do it art journal style, you want to make a card, you want to make, this is just to inspire you to create. So there's really no rules. Oh, well, if you want us to see it, there is one rule, and you can tag us, Messy Missy Creates, and AJ's Inspired Life, and you can use this hashtag, Inspired to Create. This comes from AJ's Inspired Life, and this comes from Messy Missy Creates. Inspired to Create _ Feb 23. We plan on doing this in other months, so that's why we added the month and the year. So along that note, I have a couple of ideas. I'm going to start with something that you don't normally see me use. And yes, I have my Teflon mat down. You're going to see me use some things that you don't normally see me use. You're going to see me use my art supplies. So I have some Liquitex clear gesso that has not been used in a little while. I have not done anything art related in a while. The reason why I'm using this comes out of it's a cookbook. I'll show you later. It was some pages I tore out. I altered the book, and it's called Some Like It South, and it's a local book to where I live, and it is, I tore some of the pages out and then, used the other one as used the book as an art journal. Anyhow, so I'm going to put down some gesso, mainly because I'm going to use some ink and some paints, and I don't want, let's see, I'm going to try scraping this on. I don't want it to all absorb right into the paper. Now, this paper's pretty thick, so it can handle it. It's not watercolor paper, and I'm going to use, at least on one of them, I'm going to do this 3 ways, and hopefully one of them works. Just to give myself some leeway. When you see what I'm doing, you'll know why I did it this way. And, well, I'm already wearing my art supplies. Looky there. Okay. Can you tell that gets used a lot? All right, you will see that again. Let's see. Let me see how much coverage I got on here. I don't want it totally covered because when you use gesso, either white or clear gesso, I also have black gesso and I was tempted to use it, but I want my background to be opaque a little bit, at least in areas, so that you can see a glimpse of the ingredients, so that everybody knows that I used ingredients. Actually, the ingredients could be the art supplies. But I'm going to set this aside, let's see, for a minute. Actually, let's see. I have my dryer, but I'm just going to set them aside for just a minute. And then I'm going to show you what else I'm going to use. And let's see, or at least what my options are. It depends on how this background works. I have some black and some gray, just craft paints. I have some, it's golden, it's high flow acrylic. And this is, this is shading gray. So it's a little bit transparent. That's probably what I think is going to give me the result that I want. I also have in that same, the golden high flow paint. It's indigo. So a really deep blue. I have some of Dina Wakley's gloss white, well, I just threw it at you, white gloss spray. And I have some white pigment ink. So, and I have a little tray or a dish that I use for my inks if I want to mix them with a little bit of water. So this is what we're doing. So I hope that you find this interesting. I know this is not my typical style, but I also want to show how you can use, you know, different methods to do any prompts, or these prompts anyway. Let's see, so that is, you can tell if you haven't figured out by now, I'm trying to make my background the universe. But I don't want it to completely cover. If I wasn't worried about covering the back, I would have just slapped on some black craft paint all over it and been done with it. But I really don't want that. This is my ultimate plan. I have this as a backup. This was not originally what I was going to use as the universe. That is my backup plan. But again, it's going to hide the recipe page. So if I have to resort to something like that, then I'm going to I'll incorporate the recipe page in some other way. Let's see, this is going to be my door. I have a backup plan for the door just in case this does not work. Are you kind of getting the idea that I'm not trusting my my plan here? Let's see. Glasses on, glasses off, glasses on, glasses off. Okay, I'm going to try. My goal is to cut out. This is a door that's open, obviously, and I'm trying to cut out this open area. And then, yep, you guessed it, the universe goes in the background. So I'm hoping that this cuts out fairly easily and I don't lose any fingers in the process. Okay, because we already decided during one of my other videos that my X-Acto knife or my tool is not very sharp. So, and that my hand is not always trustworthy. So, with that said, it's working. So, we're just going to go with it. So, I am tickled to see how many people are participating. I have enjoyed seeing everybody's everyone's version of this, or their vision maybe would be the better word. And I have really, really enjoyed it, and I'm so glad to see, other people participating. I thought it was a fun idea, and I had hoped that other people would too. I know that sometimes doing a challenge can be overbearing, and it's also overbearing, maybe that's not the right word. It's a big commitment, but it also can be done in a way that's not such a burden. Okay, I'm going to try to cut around this doorknob, but I'm not committed to that. It can go if it needs to. I'm not going to jeopardize the rest of the page just for that. Okay, that actually worked. Yay! And I'll use her on something else. Okay, so if I had done that earlier today, then I would know whether this would work or this would work. And it might still, but that's not really what I want. So, I also have, once I get the background, the color that I would like, I have a couple of options. This is a stamp set from May Made It. It's background builders, and it's got stars and just little dots. And so I plan on using that's with the white pigment ink. I also have this set is also a May set, and trying to get it without the glare. This kind of reminds me of not the Milky Way, but something celestial anyway, and some more individual little stars. This was a Christmas set, but anyway, it's got nice little doodads in it. And then I also have another couple of stars from another set. So anyway, but I thought I would give myself, since I'm doing this, I thought I would give myself some latitude and do 3 backgrounds, because with ink, you just really never know. You really just never know what, sometimes it has a mind of its own. Okay, let's just be real. So I think I am still going to do one of them in the black. I'm going to do the ink first, because if the ink is my first choice, I love, 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 love to watch ink run on a page. I do have one video back from about a year ago or more, where I did one art journal page. And, if you wanted to go back and watch that, there's no talking. It's just sped up. It's got music. And I really enjoy doing that. I'm going to do this one page at a time. Let's see. I'm going to spray a little bit. When you put ink down, I keep calling this ink, by the way. It's not really ink. It's high flow acrylic, but it has the temperament just like ink because it is liquid. And I just want, I know what I meant to do first. I'll do it with one of these other pages. I wanted to see how far down this door came to this page, or on this page, because obviously I can adjust it wherever I need it. So I chose the pages with 2 instead of just 1 recipe. I chose the pages with 2 because I figured by the time I got everything in here, anyway, yeah, that's why I did it. So I just wanted to know about where the book came down. So again, just kind of letting it flow a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more. It's been a while since I have done this. I'm gonna do a little bit of letting it run. Maybe even do some, help it move around a little bit. I just kind of want a smoky, semi-transparent background. And I don't know if I want to use the blue. I'm going to try because I don't know for a fact if the night sky is completely black, but I'm going to add just a hint of that and just see what it does. Again, that's why I gave myself three pages. Ooh, that came out a lot. Okay, so that is getting too blue, but that's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna do this. I'm bound to like one of them. That's my thought process on this. I'm bound to like one of them. And then whatever I don't use, yeah, that definitely got way bluer than I intended it to. Okay. See if I can lift some of that. Little bit. Okay. I love that indigo color. That and there's a fluorescent pink color that I just love. And I'm not necessarily a pink girl. I mean, I don't dislike it as much as I used to. So, but okay. This is not my usual pink that I like. This is like bubblegum pink. And I typically like something a little more, blush color, something like that. Anyway, I'm just jabbering. Literally watching paint dry. I may speed this up a little. I may not. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a little bit. And I think I used a little too much water, but I definitely did with the blue. But if you don't, then it just kind of sits. Now, if I hadn't have gessoed this at all, and I had just put the ink on the paper, it would have really sat right where you dropped it. So this is letting it move a little bit. I may end up, because this is fairly transparent, I may come in with a little bit of black, the black acrylic ink that I have. And kind of want to I don't want to touch it to it because it's still very wet. Yeah, that is not dark enough. Okay. So, wouldn't you know, I kind of lost my third. Of course I did. Well, I don't know what I did with my third one. Okay, do not shake a paint bottle with it open. Wow. Okay, I haven't even used this. Yeah, I have. No, I haven't. Okay. I'm gonna, yes, I know I have gesso on that, but it's okay. I just want it to get a little bit so I can move it around. And see, with the brush, it did it too dark. Okay, this is not what I would normally do for an art journal page, just saying. I would not necessarily, you know, have used these two colors. Actually, the one art journal video that I have is kind of dark. Come to think of it. Okay. Now, I'm kind of wanting to, I'm thinking I want, no, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not. All right, so I'm going to let those dry. Oh, here's my other one. And I'm going to set these aside, let them dry a little bit. And then I do have my heat gun in here if I choose to use it. Okay, so I'm going to try... Oh, that is silver. Okay, that's interesting. That's not what I meant to get. Let's see. Let's see if I can water this down at all. Thin it down a little bit. Maybe not quite as thin as the other. Okay. Let's see what this does if I just kind of lightly nope. There was nothing lightly about that, huh? Let me go back to lightly. It's okay if it has some dark spots in it. I just don't want the whole thing pitch black. If it ends up being pitch black, then so be it. But that's not my goal. I wonder what a little bit of that silver would look like. I wonder. Let's see. And I just want little streaks of it here and there. Just to lighten it up, just a hair. Well, at least I have video evidence that there was ingredients under here. Because I'm not being very successful at not covering them up. But that's okay. I still used them. All right, I just kind of want to see... also to lighten it up, if you really want to lighten it up, you could use white gesso, but that does make it opaque. I actually had another idea, and I'm gonna have to do a new book page to do it, but I just want to see what this one looks like behind door number 1. Get it? Door number 1. This was actually door number 3. Okay, it's not totally opaque. I probably could use a little bit more. Maybe not. What do you think? Around the edges? I also want to make sure that it's at least dark enough in places that you can see the stamp. So I might have, or you know, the stars or whatever. So I might have been focusing on the wrong thing there. Let me see what this looks like over it. That kind of gives it a little bit of a smoky flavor. Oh my goodness. Smoky look. I don't mind if the edges are dark. I kind of want it dark around the door. The door frame. Anyway, I can always, you know, use the... I can always use the recipe page again and collage it in there somewhere. I did, however, just lose my door. Oh, right here. Okay. Well, I think that might actually work. What do you think? Maybe a little bit more at the bottom. Right in there. Yeah, I had a an image in a magazine that I had gotten recently. I was really excited about it, using it, and then I lost it. I cannot find it. My niece came over yesterday, and we worked on, you know, my space again, and we worked on some other spaces. So I'm pretty sure that I had it in my hand at some point yesterday morning, and then, you know, it kind of got lost in the shuffle, literally. Let's see. Let's dry this, and then we'll kind of go with it. I had one more thing I wanted to try. Let me find another recipe page. And the reason why I'm trying this one, what is my crayon or my pattern, you ask? Well, the pattern can be the star pattern, like a repeating pattern. But the crayon, I also had planned on doing this. And kind of a, yeah, I gotta cut that off, but create your own universe theme. And I actually, since I have that here, let me see how it looks with one of these backgrounds. I'm not sure. I'm going to cut around the crayons a little bit better. And I don't know if I'm going to leave her in there, but I might, because I kind of like that. And this would kind of be my crayon and my pattern, but my pattern could be the stars. So, but I kind of wanted to, like I said, create your own universe. That was what was going on in my head when I was planning this out. The only other crayon, of course, I could have just taken a black crayon and colored the universe. The only other, actually, let me see if I can do it without the gesso. Probably not, but I might. I have these water-soluble crayons. I do not have a black, but I have a very, very deep blue. And that, if I don't use the crayon pattern, I was thinking I could use that. I also have this silver, so maybe between the silver and the blue I can get this to work. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just the way in which I use them. It doesn't lend itself. It's too narrow. Jane Davenport, she designed these to be actual, like, to do faces and makeup and stuff like that. Whereas we meaning, you know, when we use them on backgrounds in our journal and such, you know, we use them to cover a large area, you know, at one time. So I thought that maybe, but that worked okay. I just wish they were a little thicker. I don't know if I want to add the water or not. It's okay. I have more pages. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to like that. But we're going to give it a little spritz and see, because sometimes it'll darken up when you do that. Oh, looky there. Well, hello. Sure, let's finger paint. Well, if nothing else, this is fun. And that's kind of, if you haven't ever art journaled, if you've never art journaled, that really is, it's a journal for your art thoughts, you know. It's where you experiment with supplies. It's where you experiment with different things, and then you also can, you know, it's just your own personal, you just play. You know, I know I don't let myself play enough. So, I'm thinking that's going to be too light, though it is very pretty. I think that I'm not going to set it on there because it's very wet. Yeah, that's not. Now, maybe if I added some of this ink to this. Oh, sure, why not? We'll just go ahead and finger paint the whole thing. I don't have another paintbrush right beside me. This might have potential. It might have potential, y'all. Let's see. Even might have some of the little swirlies that you might see in the sky. Let's see how this is going to look once I put the door on here. See if it's going to be like dark enough. See, I don't think it is. Now, what I could do is, because that is a more solid background than I have with the other ones, I could come in and add some black or some darker sections, but leave some sections. I might try that. Seeing how I have some paint sitting right here. Let me think about this again. So if I were to do like in here, like that. And even though I didn't gesso the back, it's already wet, so the paint's not going to have as much time to sit or absorb in one spot, so it's easier to spread. Anytime you do wet on wet, it's easier. Okay, that didn't quite, I didn't mean for that to be such a blocked out section. I'm just kind of using what I have left on my page or on my brush to see if I can get a little bit of shading without. Okay, this has potential. All right, let me darken this up here. And see again how this is going to work. Okay, I'm thinking this is the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So if that works, then that meets my crayon, I almost said obligation, my crayon prompt. Really should have brought something in here to wash my hands, but that's okay. All right, so I do have my heat gun in here, and I can dry this, but what else am I doing? Crayon Universe Pattern Ingredients Door. So there's crayon on this. I'm making the universe. My pattern is either going to be the stars or these crayon border. Ingredients I already have, and the door is sitting right here. So, voila. So I need this dry. Oh, I'm going to cut this whilst I'm waiting and see if I can let it dry on its own. And then how we get the stars on here is going to be another story. Oh, here they are. Let me see if I'm going to trim this end, but I just want to see if because this is a little more colorful than the rest of the page is going to be, so I really just didn't know if I was going to like it, but we will see. And we might put it on there and think it's just fabulous. So, but I know that I don't want all this white border on it. Well, I'm struggling. Wow, okay. I don't mind some of the white border, but I don't want all of it. Perhaps I should have done this part off camera. So, if you are playing along or you are following or doing the prompts as well, leave me a comment in the below in the comments, and I hope that if you have and you've used the hashtag or you've tagged us in it in either YouTube and or Instagram, I hope that I have responded. If I have not, I did not see it, and my apologies. So let me know in the comments where to find it, and I will go find it. And if you have any prompt suggestions for anybody else, any suggestions that you either are using or aren't going to use, or, you know, that you want to share with everybody, leave those in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this, let me know. Thumbs up, subscribe, all the YouTube-y things. That helps. My channel has grown a good bit in the last month. I know I have been a lot more active in the last month than I have in the last year. So some of it is that. Some of it is other channels that mention, you know, give us a shout out. And I greatly appreciate that. And because that does help. I don't pretend to know anything about YouTube's whatever. And really not, I just want to create. I just want to play and, you know, let the chips fall where they may, so to speak. And I hope that if you're watching, I know that not all of it's going to be your cup of tea, but I'm hoping that you have found, if you're here, you have found something that has inspired you or that, you know, has interested you. So I always love to hear, you know, to read the comments and feedback, and, you know, if you have a favorite video, if you have a favorite something, that might not be so bad. Actually, I might want to use that to cover up those words on there. And we can fool with the placement later. I also have to see how big my page is. And let's see. This is not quite dry. I'm going to dry it because it's preventing my next step. So I'm hoping that this, it might muffle the sound. I hope it does. If not, I will fast forward through this part. Now, for the stars, I have stuff that I can flick on, like the gloss spray and that silver paint. I can flick that on with the paintbrush. I can, but I am going to use the stamp. So, because I really like that, I'm going to use this one first and see what we think. And then I can fill it in, because those other ones are bigger stars, and I think this looks more like university. Is that a word? University? I don't think it is, but it can be for today. Okay. I have Brutus Monroe's Pigment Ink. Oh, one other thing. I have to decide if I'm going to do a moon. And if so, I think I'm going to do that last. But I'm thinking... Oh, I forgot stamps are sticky. I'm thinking that it would be like right here. So I'm probably going to stamp above, below. All right. Now, I do not believe that... I don't have my other... Wow, okay. This one it is. I had another stamp platform. So, all right, I don't know how well this is going to show up against that, but there's only one way to find out. It is very juicy. So I'm going to do some like up here. Okay, that works. Let's see what we think. Okay, that has potential. What do you think? Now I think I can get another stamp and maybe have some faint. Yes. So this is my vision of the universe, I guess. Well, actually what I had originally was probably more my vision of the universe, but actually I don't know if I want to add another. I don't know. What do you think? I know I already inked the stamp. Yeah, maybe one more. Why not? Maybe we just make this one a little thicker. Or not. Nah. We'll go back in and fill it in. There. That just added some extra. Okay, so let's see how we're looking. What do we think? Can you see? I hope you can see. I'm kind of liking it. You know. I think it has potential. I think we need a moon. I could get brave and try to do a half moon. I could draw a moon. There's that. I don't know. Let's see. Here's my plan for a moon. And I'm going to try it on a practice page. Nope. I'm not either because it's not dry. Okay, that's okay. If it doesn't work, then you're going to see me cry. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess you won't see me cry, but you'll hear me cry. Okay. That, and pigment ink takes a while to dry. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna like partially cover it a little bit, you know, like that. Partially cover it a little bit. Yeah. Yep. So it only took me 4 tries to get my vision on paper. That's not horrible. And maybe these little stars shouldn't have come down this far, but you know, it's my universe. I can put the stars wherever I want them, right? I still think I want to flick something. Yeah. Now, this is where it gets risky. I can't talk and flick. Looky there, something else I can't talk and do. I think we just had this conversation, didn't we? But I know that this is acrylic ink, and I know that it will give a bolder, it gives a dimension to your stars, because it's going to add, you know, they're going to be a little brighter than some of the others. Okay. So again, that needs to dry. I kind of like it. It'll work. And I had a paper towel. Let me get my flicks while they're still wet. I hope I did not flick. I'm probably going to find... I hope I didn't flick my new phone. Okay, so let me get my journal. I had it sitting under something heavy because I had to glue more pages. Let's see. 3. Give me a second. 6, 7. What am I doing wrong? Let's see. I can't find the page. Okay, hopefully that's the right page. Now we get to figure out, okay, that is going to probably fit perfectly. I'm gonna put this where I would like it to be. Yeah, those dried pretty quick. I'm gonna put this on here, and then I'll have to trim this down, obviously. And let me get a little bit of glue behind door number 1. All right, we're gluing. We are gluing. This was fun, though. I enjoyed last week. This was fun having someone else pick your prompt. Little scary, but you know, you trust the person that's doing it, you know. And I'm sure that if there were major objections, we could have negotiated. I think it's funny that the universe has an Oriental salad, but you know, I mean, hey. I'm probably going to take, I have a little more white on that border than I want. Oop. Now I have a little more black on my, darn it. Okay. Quit while you're ahead. It's all right. Okay, so that is on there. I can trim this down. I only glued right around the door because I might want to leave some of this. I haven't decided. I mean, I really don't care about like right here. Well, that's about where the page comes. So I'm thinking leaving a little bit, you know, maybe kind of like that, leaving a little bit of a border instead of covering the whole page. I mean, you know, we worked hard on that border, right? Scissors. And then yeah. Oh, you know what would even be better? If we tore it. Moved my tearing rulers out of my reach, so, but I know where they are, and that's exciting. Yeah. I mean, you know, I could always glue it back down, right? Haha, not. Let's see. Yeah, because I don't really want that staircase in there. I mean, it's fine. It just kind of isn't part of the plan, right? And I can even, a legacy of living well is meant to be shared. Do we like that? Let me tear here for now. That might get hidden anyway. Ooh, I kind of like that. I don't know that I like that writing. Now, I could stop here. And I don't, let's see, where did my list go? Crayon. I have the water-soluble crayon. And the universe. My pattern, if I stopped where I am now, would be my star, my celestial pattern. Ingredients is my Oriental salad back here. And I have my door. And that completes that page, except, and I think I do want to go back and stamp a couple of bigger stars now that it's kind of dry. Oh, what do you think? I think I want to, I think I just had my little stamp, the small stamp pad somewhere. And I think it might have fallen. Yep, it did. Okay. But then we got to decide if we're going to use this. Because according to my eye, it does not quite. Would I like it if it didn't have the lady on it? And this just came out of a magazine. I've had it for a while, just waiting for the right time to use it. Okay, do I like that? Or do I like this lady creating it? I don't know. I wish I could hear you. If I don't, then it's going to stop, you know, just on the sides of the door, because I do have to take this part off. Well, have to, but I'm going to. So then you're going to see, you know, where the door, I don't know. I really like that by itself. Oh, darn. What a dilemma. Let's see. Let me stamp some stars while I think. Because now I'm confused. I am conflicted. Okay, I'm going to take some of these stars. Take the... Yeah, might as well. Take the little medium and the big one. We already have little ones. And our pigment ink again. And see if we can add a couple. So there. Voila. Looky there. There. And then, you know, the dimmer ones just look like they're further in the background, right? Okay, I like. Okay, that did not stall long enough. Because I still haven't made a decision. But I sure do like that. I mean, I'm happy with it the way it is. But it doesn't look complete, maybe. Maybe because you can't visibly see the crayon or the ink or the whatever. But so I think I am going to use this. I just have to decide. And it actually, I just would have to tear this part off. It really does hide that. Let's see. Trying to decide if we like it without her. Oh, you know what? I could just cut her out completely. Okay. Decision made. I mean, I kind of like her in there because it's kind of create your own universe, and she's the one creating the universe, or, you know, her own universe. But I'm thinking it adds too much white. Maybe that's the problem. Is that what it is? Ooh. I have a plan if we get her off of here, and then if I decide that I want her back, I have other options that might fit a little bit better. Boy, I have struggled cutting this more than I have struggled cutting anything else. Let's see. There, got it. All right. Yeah, kind of like Color Your World, you know. My mom won an award one time. It's a award given to, like, the social worker of the year. And it's the Rael Irish Award. It's called Color My World. The Color My World Award. And I still have that. I know that meant a lot to my mom, and I worked with her in social services, so, you know, that kind of meant a lot to me too. I'm thinking that maybe I want, I'm going to say this, a purple background, like a deep, or what about a green, like a real deep green? Deep as in like deep teal. As in, I guess we could use these again. I mean, you know, it didn't let us down, did it? What about that? It just seems like it needs a teal background. And I don't have to color the whole thing. It's got these have a lot of pigment in them. I do know that. That's why when I added the water, it blended so well. Oh, and you know what else I had? Neo colors and gelatos and all the things. Do we like that? I don't know. I make it better or worse? I don't know. If I don't like it, I can put it on the other side. There. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, I don't really, I guess I could finger paint again. I'm sure that I have a baby wipe somewhere. I really didn't want to get that much water on this page. You know? You know. But we had such success with it before. Why not? Well, okay. I don't want all of my pages teal. Just this one. I mean, there are worse things. And it hasn't been that long since I glued this page. That was part of my hesitation on how wet to get this. Okay, I'm going to have to get a baby wipe out. I don't want to squirt that much water on that page. And I'm thinking I need it for my hands anyway. I was thinking like a deep purple to begin with, but I don't know. I might have just raked the whole thing. Nope. It'll work. That will work. Sort of, kind of. I don't know that it looks that great in the camera, but it looks sufficient in person. Not fabulous. I was going for fabulous, but I fell short of fabulous. Do we want to add something? Okay, what about the purple? Oh, you know, the other thing is that's not very green, is it? This is maybe more what I was thinking, because that kind of, at least in the camera, it looks like it blends. I was thinking more world colors, you know? So maybe that's what my eye isn't liking. Let's try this. Because that was more blue than I had intended, I think. All right. There's more than one way to do things. And I don't think my baby wipe is that wet. There. This seems to be working a little bit. Oh. So are you liking the challenges so far? I think we seem to be getting pretty good feedback. You know, like I said, I know that it's not everybody's cup of tea and not everybody wants to do it. And that's fine. You can watch. But I have really enjoyed, you know, even if you just want to do one, it's not a long-term commitment. And that's why we did it once a week, so that it wasn't too over. Let's see, I never did figure out what word I wanted to use earlier. It's not too much. You know, once a week is kind of doable. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. It's a little lighter, little difference from this page. And thinking. That's always dangerous, but I'm thinking. Okay. All right, I think we're going to hope that page dries quickly. And I have the ceiling fan on, so hopefully it will. I'm going to glue this down. We're going to commit to this. I'm going to use, hopefully this works. Let's see. Just in case I have paint. Okay, now if I can do it without ripping it. I'm glad I thought to be a little gingerly with it. Before I tore it, not after I tore it. I think I want it up as high as I can go and still cover those words. Okay. And then I think right here is where I'm going to put oh, no, maybe I'll put it like right here, cover that switch. I just need something to write on. Gee, do I have any paper in here? I don't know. Close that. I have labels. Let me see if any of my labels strike my fancy. I have some, that might work. Ooh, could it be that I got it right on the first try? I have neon ones that are smaller. I don't want neon. These are just plain white. I don't want 5, I just want 1. I have those, but I don't really want something that bright. Okay, just pull the whole thing out. There we go. All right, well, apparently they're old and they're not sticky anyway. So I will deal with that mess later. And yes, I do have a mess, because I did not have any of my art supplies in this room until now. So now I have to go put them all back up. I'm not sure if I'm going to, let's see, let me write it first. I mainly just want to write the hashtag, and I do need to write, I had that word love on my last one. Thinking I'm gonna cut this in half. See if I can do it semi-straight. A little bit straight, a little bit. Oh no, that was awful. I tried to round the corners and it turned out really horrible. Okay, just whack it. Just whack her, Weezer. Still Magnolias, anyone? Okay, so I'm gonna write the inspired to create. Let's see, what color do I want to use? I have so many choices. And then we're gonna call this one in the books. Let's see, those are watercolor markers. Those are fine liners. Oh wait, maybe I should just use this good pen. This is a Tombow Fudasoki. Yeah, that. So hashtag in to create _ Feb 23. Underline it just because I had room. I'll put that up there. And then I will write in a little bit bigger and maybe a fun shade of, excuse my reach, turquoise. Yeah, why not? Cupid. Or is that really just going to confuse everybody? I will probably on this page, when I finish this page, or, you know, because this is still my daily journal. So I think I'm going to put that like that and that up there. I like my moon. I like our stars. I like the crowns, okay. I need to put the paper. Well, I can't really do that. Oh, I could put that up here. Or there, and I could put that up there. No. I think I like it like that. I mean, that would look okay up there. It just off-centers my page, and I don't like that. And I think I'm going... Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make... I'm just going to glue this down on 3 sides and make this a pocket, and then I can put my prompts in there. Because I don't really see where I can put this on here, you know. Anyway, this video is long enough, and you get the gist, and I'm going to go back in and finish the rest of my day. I will include the I will include those that I used, and I will look forward to seeing what you create with these prompts. Or you can use these, you can use Allison's. Don't forget to check out her video if you came here first. And you can use either one, meaning you can use these prompts, you can mix and match, you can make up your own, but you know, however you want to do it, just tag us and use the hashtag, and we look forward to seeing what you create. Y'all have a great day. Bye.